Okay, this is a horse that I shoe regularly, and the reason I'm showing you this foot is I want to show you what a foot does after about 5 weeks. Look at the angle at the toe. Can you see that big dish? A flare right at the ground surface with a big dish right here above it. Now if you leave these horses get long feet, all that happens is the foot grows out in the forward direction and it doesn't grow down like a cone. So the plan with this horse is to reshoe it and just show you afterwards. So just a straight out before and after today. An easy one. Now this is classic of these sort of feet. They tend to wind up with long heels that slope forward. This horse got a very contracted frog, and the shoe generally is pulled forward as this wall grows down and forward instead of just coming down. So the shoe moves dramatically forward, so our goal now is to move it back. Now before I trim anything off the outside, what you should notice is that despite the fact that the foot looks very long from the outside, there's actually very, very little wall underneath. That's a very flat foot. Now I guess, how do I find this hoof angle? How do I get rid of this flare? Just put your rasp on the wall. Look at how much daylight there is between the rasp and the wall, and imagine that most of that has to go. Now, hopefully you can see that that wall is much straighter, but this here is laminitic wedge. Horse, he's got his nose right on my hand. This here, all mobile, laminitic wedge. When did this horse have laminitis? Who would know? Or is that damaged lamini due to the fact that the pedal bone has adopted this abnormal shape inside the foot that causes it to grow this abnormal foot? The other foot does not look like this. So this foot is an individual. Now you might be able to see how tatty this edge here is, all ragged. They're those lamini I was showing you before, and you can see I haven't shortened the wall here at all, only from the outside from the front. But from the widest part of the foot back, we've removed a small amount of heel. The horse has got some bruising in that heel there, and we have trimmed the frog. This little crack there is on the surface, but we'll take a little bit of that out. Just spotted an old abscess in the heel while I'm here, so I thought I'd quickly show you that. These are all the problems that wet weather brings. Rotten frogs, abscesses. Okay, here we go with the finished job. There's our horse. Big nose. Okay, so what do we got? 3 nails approximately in a reasonable line. All of this weak wall is gone. You can see, sorry Rolly, laminitic wedge poking through at the front there. Okay, normal wall, but all of the pigmented wall has been rasped off. That's why you can see the white coming through underneath. Even though it is a white foot, it's pigmented, or partly pigmented, and the same, all the flare around the sides. So, by improving that hoof angle, we improve the breakover, we decrease the strain on these lamini, which are very weak at the front of the wall anyway. We've created a big full weight-bearing surface behind the widest part of the foot, because we know as this foot grows, that abnormal shape will return and the shoe will be pulled forward over time. So you've got to put something there for the horse to have in 5 weeks' time when you come back to reshoe him. Otherwise he'll be walking around on the bulbs of his heels. Okay, thanks very much, Rolly. You've been a good boy.